Okay, I thought I'd make this video again. This is a Husqavarna mower, but it's actually with a Honda GCV160 motor. And a lot of people, this is my second video of this particular carburetor. So a lot of people take this apart, clean the carb, which is fairly easy, but when they take it apart, they take out the bolts and the whole thing falls apart, and there's like a bunch of gaskets, and you got to get the right order. So I'm going to show you when I take it apart and to reassemble it, okay? My bolts are already loose, and I'm just going to pull it apart and show you the order that they are in. But of course, a lot of times they fall onto the deck of the mower. So my bolts are already loose. I'm just gonna pull it back like that. The first thing we have is the engine gasket, which fits on the block. And a lot of times this gasket is glued or stuck right on the engine mount. This one is right there. Next is the plastic plate. And this one, it goes this way with this indent towards the carburetor and the hole on the bottom. So like that. Then you have the shroud, and this bigger part goes on the inside, protecting the motor. Then the carburetor, I'll take out the bolts now. No, I'll do it this way. Okay, then the carburetor, which is attached with a bunch of hardware or linkage, which is fine. And then there's a gasket on this side of the carb. Right, it goes here, and there's holes in the gasket. And then there's another gasket, this one's kind of worn, but it doesn't really matter. This one is on the back side of the air filter plate. So to reassemble it, this is going to go on there like that. Okay, and then I got this silver plate to go on there, which I'll put on. Okay, and then I got this gasket. So all the holes have to line up, okay? So in this case, the holes go to the left side when you're facing the carburetor. Kind of tricky, but this is when you got to get that linkage in there too, so otherwise it's not going to assemble. So get my linkage all set up. Okay, so I have right now the gasket, or the air filter plate, gasket, the metal plate, another gasket, and the carburetor. Now comes the other gasket for heat. Okay, and then this plate here, so it's going to go down. The exit, this air exit is down, and the indent is facing the carb. This one, it doesn't matter which way it goes, really. It can fit either way as long as it fits proper. Then get your bolts lined up, and you can just start them with your hands, and then use a driver to finish it. One more here. And then check all your linkage. Make sure it's all turning and spinning. Everything's free. And make sure your choke works. Yep, it looks good. Okay, so we'll see if I caught all that on video.